Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. Hello boys, how are you? Asad is here as your Pakistan studies teacher, and our class is 9th, our week is 4th, and this one is the first lecture of 4th week. Before discussing today's topic of the discussion, I would like to establish your connection with your previous knowledge. And previous topic of discussion was two-nation theory. We had discussed about two-nation theory that two different nations, Hindus and Muslims, are living in the subcontinent, and they have dissimilarities between cultural, political, religious, economical, and socially. We also discussed that two nations, Hindus and Muslims, means two-nation theory, that they are living in the subcontinent, and we also discussed that these two communities have their own philosophy of life. We had also discussed that their political ideologies are different. That's why two independent states emerged on the world map. As per basis of the creation of Pakistan are concerned, two-nation theory is the base because of which Pakistan came into being. And although Muslims and Hindus are living here for centuries, but they couldn't intermingle with each other because they have different bases of life, they have different ways of living. So actually two-nation theory is the base because of which Pakistan was achieved. And as per different dissimilarities are concerned, I had told you that the reason why subcontinent is being split into two nations, into two states, those differences were religious differences are there, Hindu nationalism is there, cultural differences there. We had discussed social difference, economic difference, educational differences were there, political differences are there, then language difference was also there. Then I had told you about Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, that the role of the Muslim dignitaries, the role of the Muslim leaders were there, and he simply mentioned that Hindus and Muslims couldn't become a nation because their religion is different, their ways of life are totally different. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah also was a great supporter of two-nation theory, and he told that Muslims are not a minority, they are a nation by any definition of a nation. So he simply mentioned it. As per Ilham Muhammad Iqbal is concerned, he was also the supporter of two-nation theory, and he mentioned that different humans, different which are speaking different languages, which are possessing or having different religions, they are living in the subcontinent. So that's why a Muslim state should be there. The creation of a Muslim state should be there, so that Muslims of the subcontinent can live accordingly. And it is not only in the interest of the Muslims of the subcontinent, but also in the interest of Islam. Now let's discuss today's topic of discussion, and it is ideology of Pakistan and Allama Muhammad Iqbal. So this one is our today's topic of discussion, that what Allama Muhammad Iqbal thought, what Allama Muhammad Iqbal believed about the ideology of Pakistan. So our objective will be that you people will be able, students will be able to define ideology of Pakistan by identifying relevant statements of Allama Muhammad Iqbal. So ideology of Pakistan, it is mentioned here, as we people are discussing, that it is a evolutionary process, and ideology of Pakistan took its shape through different times, to different events. So we can see that Imam Muhammad gave its philosophical explanation of ideology of Pakistan, whereas Qaid-e-Azam translated into a political reality, and at the end, Constituent Assembly of Pakistan, they passed objective resolution in 1949 March. So by this we can understand that how ideology of Pakistan was framed. Actually, the base of Muslim nationhood was not territorial. It is not based on the territory, nor racial. Mean it is not based on race. Uh, it is actually have a very strong base that it belong to the same faith, that is Islam. Moreover, Muslim of the subcontinent demanded that areas where the Muslims are in majority, they could be constituted into a single sovereign state so that Muslims could live there according to the teaching of Quran and Sunnah of Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. So, as per introduction of Ilham Muhammad Iqbal is concerned, um, most mostly we knew that he was a great poet, thinker, philosopher, scholar, and politician. And when Ilham Muhammad Iqbal was born, at that time Indian Muslims were in trouble. Life and career. From 1899 to 1905, Iqbal served as a lecturer in Oriental College, Lahore. So in 1905, Iqbal went to Germany, so where he did his PhD in philosophy. If we see political career, so we can understand in 1926, Ilham Muhammad Iqbal started his political career when he was elected as member of Punjab Imperial Legislative Council. Iqbal believes that Islam is a code of conduct. Islam is a way of life. So he mentioned that Islam is a complete code of life. So Indian Muslims should get assistance from Islam. It will support them fully. Allama Muhammad Iqbal openly negated the concept of a united India, the concept of one nation. He said that nations are based with religion, not with territories. So we are a separate nation because we have our own ideology. Allama Muhammad Iqbal demanded a separate state for the Muslims. He mentioned if British government is interested to resolve Hindu-Muslim conflict, then India should be divided into two states. So NWFP, Sindh, Balochistan, Punjab, Assam and Bengal, that should be converted into one unit. And of course, Indian Muslims should be given authority over this this territory. He said Islam is not merely some belief and custom, but it is a complete code of life. So the concept of religion is different there in Europe because there it is a personal matter. So it means it divides human oneness into two opposite parts there, body and soul. In contrast to that, in Islam, God, universe, soul, matter, state, religious places are bound to each other. In other words, Muslims are one nation. Islam is a lively power. In his Allahabad address, he mentioned that Islam is a lively power which frees human mind from country and raises thoughts. If we understand these things, then we can be leaders of the prominent Indian civilization. He mentioned that Islam is the way to success. He said, the lesson which I learned from history is that Islam always helped the Muslims at the time of difficulty, but Muslims didn't save Islam. Even today, ideology of Islam can save you being from destruction by uniting you divided parts. Allama Muhammad Iqbal clearly demanded for a separate Muslim homeland. He said, I desire that by joining Punjab, Sindh, Balochistan and WFP, a separate state should be made. And that should be under the British rule or without the British rule. But this is necessary because in Northwest, a separate Muslim state has become a fate of Muslims. So I demand for the benefit of Islam and of the subcontinent, a strong Islamic state should be created. There, as I had already mentioned you about Allahabad presidential address, there he had said that what he would like to see, he said, I would like to see Punjab, NWFP, Sindh, Balochistan, that these should form a single state, and whereas this one is in the British Empire or without British Empire, self-government should be there, and that consolidated Northwest Indian Muslim state appears to me the final destiny of the Muslims, and especially at least of Northwest India. अपनी मिल्लत पर क्यास अक़वाम मगरब से न कर, खास है तरकीब में कौम रसूल हाशमी सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम। उनकी जमीयत का है मुल्क व नसब पर इन्हसार, कुव्वत मज़हब से मुस्तहकिम है जमीयत तेरी। इसके साथ आपने जो है मुसलमानों को ये मशवरा दिया कि वो अब जो है वो रंगो नस्ल जो है उसके जो बुत बने उनको तोड़ दे, उनको फॉलो ना करे और जो है वो इत्तेहाद की तरफ आए। उन्होंने कहा, बुतान रंग व बू को तोड़कर मिल्लत में गुम हो जा, ना तुरानी रहे बाकी, ना ईरानी ना अफ़गानी। इसके साथ साथ इलाम मोहम्मद इकबाल ने जो है वो एक इस्लाम को एक मिल्लत के तौर पे पेश किया और उन्हें कहा कि ये जो मिल्लत की पासबानी का जो पैगाम है दुनिया के एक कोने से लेकर दूसरे कोने तक वो बरकरार रहना चाहिए। उन्हें कहा, एक हूँ मुस्लिम हरम की पासबानी के लिए, एक हूँ मुस्लिम हरम की पासबानी के लिए, नील के साहल से लेकर ताबहा के काशगर। Now I would like to recapitulate the topic, ideology of Pakistan and Ilham Muhammad Iqbal. We learned that ideology of Pakistan is actually states that Pakistan is ideological states and its ideology is ideology of Islam. Moreover, if we talk about the creation of Pakistan, actually Islam is there which acted as a nation building force. Then it is mentioned that ideology of Pakistan basically promised that its citizens shall lead their way of life, as per the principles of Islam. And what we learn from the saying, from the statements of Ilham Muhammad Iqbal, that Iqbal is one of those dignitaries, one of those leaders of the subcontinent who gave the idea of Pakistan. Actually, he inspired the Muslims of India to, we can say that he prepared the ground for Mr. Jinnah, so that Mr. Jinnah finally led the Muslims to get the goal of Pakistan. Now, we also did a comparative analysis between the two nations, and we come to know that ideology of Pakistan has great significance, that it is actually a sort of bearer of morality and good character. It helps in the development of new Islamic world, and ideology of Pakistan is very necessary for national safety of our country, and Pakistan's ideology is a source of a religious power, and Pakistan ideology is actually ideology of Islamic State. So then first of all, I would like to congratulate you that you people are responding in the groups, in the WhatsApp groups, and maximum people are participating in discussion, in debates. They did ask different questions. I'm very happy about it. And student also took interest in doing homework, and and you people and students, you can say students are responding very well. So thank you guys, and I hope you will keep on working with the same zeal and zest. So here